What are moments and momentums? The definition of moments is a part, a breach, a section, a segment of time, and specific segment of time. In our lives and in the entire universe, life it's make of moments, of momentums. Every one of us has good and bad moments. But I know that depending on the social class that you have, that depends on the number of good and bad moments. I will say that are 4 social classes, and depending of that, it's the number of good and bad moments. Extreme poverty. On this social class, without doubt, the number of bad moments overpasses by much the good moments, because the people who lives in extreme poverty suffers too much of poverty, lacks hunger, violence, mistreatment, hard work and the lack of almost everything. The good moments that they have are too few. In this level the bad moments overpasses by much of the good moments, because they can't even sleep well at night. Poverty. On this social class, people suffers of poverty, violence, mistreatment, hard work and lack of opportunities. And maybe that they can eat well and buy some things, their good moments are so few, because they have more bad moments than good moments. Medium social class. In this level, people have a good job and they don't suffers too much of hunger or lacks. On this level, people have access to education and training, which helps them to improve their jobs and the opportunity to improve themselves and their families. On this case medium class people has the same amount of good moments that bad moments. The rich and wealthy also have bad moments. But yes, I know that they have some few bad moments, and a lot more good moments than bad moments. And yes, I know that poor people have a lot more bad moments than good moments. Because we suffer of hunger, mistreatment, lacks, poverty and a lot of bad moments. We have a lot more bad moments than good moments. But even so, we need to learn how to identify and treasure those good moments. Yes, I know there are people who suffers too much. But you have to know what's your situation. On which level are you? Don't exaggerate your current situation. Don't be dramatic. Don't be dramatic. Don't overthink too much. Learn to recognize the good moments, the good momentums, and treasure them. It's true that we humans measure our happiness through our sorrows and sadness. This means that the most that you suffer, the most that you can be happy. Be grateful and thankful, and you will receive a lot more. The happy people knows how to recognize and treasure those good moments. Let's say that the rich and wealthy people change their iPhones every time that a new one is available. They just buy the new iPhone 15 Pro Max, and they say like, okay, I have the new iPhone. They feel satisfied, but not very happy. But let's say that for the people on poverty, extreme poverty and middle class, if they can have that same iPhone 15 Pro Max, they will have an extreme level of joy, happiness and satisfaction. The level of joy and happiness that they will feel would be extremely high. They will feel like a 100 times more happy to have the new iPhone 15 Pro Max than the rich and wealthy people. Let's say that in a rich and wealthy family, the son asks his mother what they are going to have for dinner. And his mother tell him that they are going to have T-bone with French fries, a salad and chocolate cake for dessert. And the son says to his mother, "We are going to eat a T-bone again. I am tired and jaded of eating T-bone, French fries and a salad." But let's say in a poor and middle class family, the mom tells them that she makes steaks with French fries for dinner. This will cause in their family a extreme feeling of joy, happiness and satisfaction. And they will feel like 100 times more happy than the rich and wealthy people. Let's say that in a rich and wealthy family, the father tells the family that they are going to go on vacation to Europe, UK, Spain, Switzerland and Italy, for 1 month, on the best hotels. But, let's say that their sons and daughters tell to their father, "Are we going again to Europe? Again, I don't want to go. It's too much time, and I don't want to go again to Europe, and you are not going to force me to go to Europe on vacations." Let's say that in a poor and middle class family, the father gets a loan that he will pay like in 5 years. And he gets home and tell his sons and daughters that they are going on vacation to the beach for 5 days. That they will not are going to go to the best hotel, but that they will go to a nice hotel for 5 days. This will cause on his family an extreme feeling of joy, happiness and excitement. Maybe like 100 times more than the wealthy and rich family. And there are hundreds of examples that I can give you. But what do this means? That we measure our happiness through our sadness and our lacks. In the case of the wealthiest and rich families, they are so used to good things that they're not appreciated them. But in the case of the poor and middle class families, they have so much shortages, lacks, and so many bad moments that when we receive something good, it makes us feel extremely happy and joyful. Because we are not used to have good things, and that makes us capable to identify, recognize, and appreciate a lot the few good moments that we have. Maybe the objective of life is to be happy, and the feelings that the poor and middle class people feel when they receive good things. It's maybe like 100 times more powerful than the feelings and happiness of the wealthiest and rich people. So it could be that maybe poor and middle class people could be happier than the rich people. If you want to be happy, then you need to appreciate it what you already have. Unfortunately, there are people who lives in extreme poverty, that they do not have even a house or something to eat. That they suffer too much. All the time. You have to be realistic and not be dramatic. Unfortunately, there are not 1 or 2 or 10, there are millions of people who lives in extreme poverty. And you should take this like a counterweight when you feel bad, sad and desperate. For you to know where you are standing, you need to be sincere and realistic about your current situation. Our minds tends to exaggerate. You have to be thankful and grateful for what you have. You need to know what you already have. You need to appreciate what you already have. Yes, always look for more. But first, beware, appreciate and thanks for what you already have. Thank to the universe, to God, to yourself, or who you ever want. Be thankful and grateful. See all the good things you have.